Welcome back to Advocation X. And to all you beautiful thinking people out there, I wish you all the best at all times, every day. Very controversial conversation I have for you today. But before I begin, I need you to hit the like button. I need you to subscribe and become a member, because I'm telling you, it is difficult to find me on this platform without your support. I want to get my messages out to more and more people, so I'm really imploring you guys to jump on this and give me a helping hand. And in turn, you'll be helping out your fellow citizens, because the topics I want to cover usually apply to all of them. Let me just say this. I happen to have a lot of friends, acquaintances, and associates. And when I say a lot, I mean multiples of thousands. A lot of them I can't even remember their name, but when I see their faces, I know that I've lost not a moment, although it may be months before I see each and every one of them. That being said, I believe what I'm trying to indicate is that I care about all my friends, family, and associates, and acquaintances, just as much today as I did yesterday, or I will tomorrow. Now, hearing that, I want you to understand this as well. As far as my ears are telling me, approximately 50-50, my family, friends, acquaintances, and associates claim to be either double stuck or single stuck or not stuck at all. Now, again, take that with a grain of salt, okay? 50%, somewhere in that range. In my opinion, the accuracy when it comes to that seems to be suspect, and I'll tell you why. So many people I'm in a circle with, and you'll hear them claiming, not directly, but insinuating that they are 100% in favor of double poke and whatever else you want to call it. And then all of a sudden the conversation evolves into some of the skepticism, and they change their position. Since they never committed to one or the other, they were able to now express their true feelings, knowing that the people in the group were not judging based on one side or the other. So I take more stock in those conversations and opinions, and still with a grain of salt, okay? But let's say now, with those more concrete conversations among people who seem to be non-judgmental, it turns out that there's about 60% unstuck. That's in confidential conversations where people feel comfortable. So again, I'm not judging one way or the other. If you're stuck, unstuck, or in between stuck, or stuck in a hard place, or whatever it is that your predicament is, that's yours. And it's your decision. But what I want to tell you is this. Each and every one of you has the choice to say yes or no. Oh, and let me warn you, everything on this channel is opinion based on facts, and those facts are uncovered as I find them. So, let's continue on. If 60% are unstuck, that gives me concern for all the stats I've been hearing all around. Now, like I said, my friends, family, acquaintances, and associates number in the thousands. And now we know that doesn't matter whether you're poked or unpoked, you're still vulnerable to what's out there, whether that be mildly, largely, or in. Please, people, stop hating each other. You're all in jeopardy. You're all at risk, every last one of you, stuck or unstuck. This is a point I want to make abundantly clear, stuck or unstuck. But let me give you another deeper insight. Out of my thousands and thousands of friends, family, and associates, if there were two rooms and they were split into two camps, the stuck and the unstuck, I can tell you unequivocally, with the research and the information that has been readily available to each and every one of you, I would walk into the room of the unstuck first. Why? Let me explain before you turn this off, because you're all upset and you're all biased and you have your own opinion and you don't want to hear anybody else's. When you walk into the room of the unstuck, you will know, for the most part, if there's anybody in that room who is ill. They will be showing more signs. Why? Because the symptoms will be right on the surface, and their symptoms are not being masked by any other poke, stick, or whatever you want to call it. So walking into the other room, everybody may seem fine, and you may go around shaking hands, hugging, and talking in their face, and find yourself seemingly unstuck. Because now your tests will not be so positive. And now you may start feeling symptoms. And now you may, because you didn't know who in that room could possibly inflict you. But in the other room, I'm going to be probably, I'll say, 70% safer than you, because I can walk around the people who seemingly don't look so good and keep on moving. Say hi from a distance. Hey, John, Joe, Barbara, Debbie. Nice to see you over there. Oh, no, I'm just going over here to chat with Bob and Brian and Jacqueline and Scarlett. Okay, so my opinion, remember, this is my opinion. You will feel artificially safer going in the other room, while I will be safer. So give that a thought, people. Before you start looking at those who are unstuck and going, "Oh, get away from me, you're unstuck," you should be saying, wait a second, you're unstuck and you look quite fine. There's a great chance that you are safe for me to be around. Just like you used to do when people had them. You'd be like, "Oh, your nose is nasty, and oh, look at the crusties. Please stay over there." Well, what if that same person had all their symptoms masked so you couldn't see them? You'd be going over, hugging, shaking hands. Just try to visualize people. Because if you just listen to the rhetoric that you've been hearing in the mainstream, it's bullshit. It's BS. It's garbage. Because if they're not telling you these things, they're not telling you the truth. If they're telling you that you are fully protected because you got stuck, well, you should by now. Come on, common sense. It's been all over the media, even the mainstream media. You're not protected. You can still contract, give away, suffer from, and even from. As we know, in Israel, many people are sitting in the ICU right now who were double stuck. Don't give me your garbage about, well, you know, it's a little bit safer, so it's okay. That doesn't make any dang sense whatsoever. If you're supposed to be protected from double stuck and you're not protected, you should be yelling from the rooftops. Not making dumb, I'm going to try to be polite, excuses for why that doesn't apply. So, if you're stuck, I love you. If you're unstuck, I love you. If you're single stuck, I love you. If you're going to get stuck, I love you. If you're not going to get stuck, I love you. But remember, folks, if you're stuck and you feel better than your fellow family member, friend, acquaintance, or associate, and you think you're better than them because you got stuck, or double stuck, or triple stuck, or 4 stuck, or 5 stuck, which is all coming, it ain't gonna stop. You will be getting stuck every time you turn around. Give your head a shake. You're no better than anybody else. If you're unstuck and you think that your stuck counterparts, friends, family, associates, acquaintances are beneath you because they got stuck, give your head a shake. You're no better than they are. You made a choice, they made a choice. Thank God for choice. You people, all of you people, yeah, you heard me, you people. I'm not referring to anything that's derogatory. You people. Give your head a shake. All of you. Divided you will fall, united you will stand, and if you get together and fight for your right to stand, your right to fall, you all win. If you fight against your fellow people who want the right to choose, we all lose. Oh yeah, you don't see it today, do you? But let me tell you something. I apologize to my children all the time for the fact that growing up, becoming an adult in my day and age, we had no clue about the rights that we were giving up one by one by one. Slowly but surely, we were giving up the rights that my children don't even know they used to have, making it easier for them to give up more rights now, thinking, well, it's only a slight change from where I'm at today. Well, I'm sorry, I'm telling you all, one by one, as you give up your rights, you will find yourself with none. Your children with none. Your grandchildren with none. They will have no rights to their own body or destiny. Everything will be decided for them, and they will be thrown in the bucket that they are, in somebody else's opinion, best suited for. So stop the war, stop the fighting. I only fight against ignorance by trying my best to educate every single one of you. Whether you are more educated than me or less educated than me, if I can see something clearly, it is my duty to share it with you. Because obviously you're not seeing it, or not seeing it clearly. So please, take this with a grain of salt. It's my opinion, but I want to continue being able to say I love you all. I don't want enemies that are created artificially by garbage. So come on, guys. I'm telling you this, and I'm telling you this from the heart. Stay safe. Stay healthy. But geez, people, by all intents and purposes, you need to stay happy. And most of that happiness will come from your freedom of choice. Disappointments and failures only affect us for a very short period. A very short period. If we learn to get over it and get back to being cooperative and decent human beings to ourselves, to our friends, family, acquaintances, and associates. So, hit that like button, crush that bell, become a subscribed member, move us forward in the algorithm so we get to more people. We never give up. We never give in. But we do keep an open mind because we know knowledge is our power and we're not giving up our power. So folks, thank you for spending time with us here on this channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe. We need your help. We have to get out to more and more people. Subscribe. Crush the bell. Don't miss content going forward. So, remember, remain as happy as humanly possible.